Hey guys, I got this neat new piece of gear. I'm real excited about it. It's the Zoom H4N portable recorder. I had a Zoom H1, which I really liked, but I've gotten into all this recording stuff recently and gotten some microphones and mixing boards and had some preamps and stuff like that. So I actually got rid of the preamps and got rid of the H1, and now I have this little bad boy, which kind of replaces both of them until I can afford a really decent high-end preamp anyway. But this little guy is going to help me greatly on my road trip because I'm going to take it out. I've got a couple microphones. I'll probably get a couple other handheld microphones, and I can interview people on my trip. I'm hoping to get a lot of photography, a lot of videography, and then, of course, a lot of interviews. So the neat thing about this little guy is it has XLR inputs on the bottom. So right now I'm just talking in the mics, and then I can switch over. I have it directly into the computer, so it's recording right onto it. So I can switch over and hit the bottom mic. You probably lost me for a second. And then I have my little SM58, which I'll probably get another one of these guys and maybe a couple of the blue whatever 100, like the entry level of those. And so now I can show you the actual device, and there we have the actual device, the H4N portable recorder. Right now I'm running it directly into my computer as an input. That's why it's very limited functionality this way, but still you can still put effects and all that kind of stuff on it. You can't record with both microphones like this, but that's quite all right. I would show you some of the functionality, but I might do that later and do another little one. But you can see I've got my microphone plugged directly into it, so it's recording right on. It's actually recording on my computer and bypassing the card, which is kind of neat. So it's not filling up space on the computer. I also have it plugged in AC power into the wall, so it's not using the batteries. But ultimately, when I'm on the road, the best thing is going to be that I can take just this device and then two mic cables and two microphones and go into a coffee shop or sit out in a park or wherever and sit down and actually record an interview or interactions, or I can hook it up to my camera or camcorder, whichever I end up going with for the video part of the road trip, and run it directly into that either way. So I have full, decent, nice audio, and it's not crappy laptop, or I don't have to bring in my mixer along with mic cables and stands and all that kind of whatnot, and then plug, because I was doing the mixer. I had the mixer board, big, you've probably seen pictures of it, 8-channel mixer with two mics plugged into it, and we could still do handheld and all that kind of stuff, and it's fine, but it's big. It takes up a table. And then I also had to plug in RCA cables to plug into the line in of the Zoom H1 and record to that card. Well, I mean, if I'm bringing all that other stuff in, I might as well just bring in the computer and set everything up. So this way I get a much more portable option, and if I end up running into a group or whatever, I can actually pop this thing off. We can all sit in a semicircle type thing, and I can set it up on a mic stand or a tripod and turn it up to a 120 degree angle versus the 90 degree angle, and just pick us all up in one thing. Or I can run that out and run a couple microphones with it. This thing is very versatile. I can also plug my guitar into it. It has built-in effects. Really, it's such a great solution all around for an amateur, especially somebody that really doesn't know what they want to do or doesn't know how to do most of the things that they want to do. And for around $300 plus, Guitar Center was having a 15% off anything over $299, so I got it for 15% off, so $255, plus they have a $30 mail-in rebate. So really you can get one if you time it right for about $215, which is only $200 or $115 more than the entry level H1, and it's about the Same price, maybe $15 more than the H2, H2N now. But having the XLR inputs and be able to use it as a preamp, even if I had a large condenser and wanted to do some voiceover stuff, I could plug it in to that because it has phantom power. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. I might do another video if I can figure out a better way to mic up so you can hear me and I can be spinning around and touching it and grabbing it and all that. I'll show you just some of the features. I mean, the stereo where you can record with 2 XLR mics plus the 2 mics in the front, or of course the instruments. I mean, you can plug instruments directly into it with the 1/4-inch jack. It also does the stereo mode where it's either the 2 XLR. That's basically what I'm running right now. You're either running out of the 2 in the front or the 2 in the back. You can plug a lavalier mic in directly with a 1/8 inch jack that'll replace the 2 mics in the front. It'll do multi-track, so you can actually do 1 track at a time. You can overdub, so you can build a song. I think it has some loop functionality. I've only got through about 1/4 of the manual, so I know all the basic settings, but I'm not sure of all the functionality. It'll also do all kinds of other stuff. You can set levels individually for each mic. You can, it takes an SD card. The menus are ridiculous. Like I say, it's got guitar effects, it's got voice effects, all that good stuff. You can monitor directly with the headphones. You can actually monitor out of the speaker in it, which I don't really understand the point of that, but still, it's definitely there. And it's such a great little device. I can't really say enough good things about it. I've wanted it for about 3 years, and I'm glad I finally got it. Hopefully, like I say, I'll get to sit down and maybe go into a little more detail with some of the functionality once I get it figured out a little bit more. Yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of share my excitement, and that's pretty much all I got. So hopefully you guys have a great day. I'm going to go play with this thing some more and see if I can figure it out, and we'll see you the next time.